What a way to open the NFL playoffs for me last week. It was super wild card weekend and I was super with my picks. I went 4-0 with my best bets as part of the Pick 6 podcast. Went 4-2 with my ATS picks in our CBS Sports Expert picks and I was 6-0 straight up. They don't call me Playoff Petty for nothing. So let's keep it going and rip off another good week with the picks. I can hear the dogs barking already. The Chiefs beat the Jaguars 27-17 in November, but that was a different Jacksonville team and the game really wasn't as close as the score. That Jacksonville team was struggling on offense, while this one is not. The Chiefs will be a real problem for the Jacksonville defense, which has struggled at times against the pass. The Jags don't rush the passer that well, which is a big advantage for Patrick Mahomes. Jacksonville didn't have a sack in the first meeting. That's always an issue against Mahomes. I do see the Jaguars scoring against a Chiefs defense that can be beat as Trevor Lawrence plays well. But I don't see the Jaguars slowing down the Chiefs offense. Look for Mahomes to put up some big numbers, which the Jaguars won't be able to match. The Chiefs will roll on to the AFC title game. The Giants impressed on offense in beating the Vikings last week, but this is a much tougher challenge for Daniel Jones and company. The Eagles led the NFL in sacks and have 5 guys who had 10 or more. That's pressure. The Giants have been leaky at times on their line, which has to be a concern. But offensive coordinator Mike Kafka does a nice job of scheming things up for Jones. The Eagles didn't look great on offense in the regular season finale against the Giants, who rested players that day. Jalen Hurts was back for that game after missing 2, but he didn't look great. The extra time will help in terms of his health. Look for the Eagles to attack through the air here, but the Giants have come alive on the defensive front. Without Lane Johnson, that could be a problem for the Eagles. Even so, look for Philadelphia to pull it out and advance to the NFC Championship game. This is the game of the weekend if you love quarterback play. Joe Burrow versus Josh Allen. We thought we'd see this game in Week 17, but the game was cancelled after Damar Hamlin suffered cardiac arrest. That was the right thing to do, but that's also why this game is in Buffalo. If the Bengals won that game, and they were leading early, this contest would have been in Cincinnati. As it is, it's in Buffalo. Neither team looked great last week against backup quarterbacks and both struggled to advance. I think both will play better here. The Bengals do have offensive line issues, with 3 starters possibly out, but the Bills didn't exactly rush the passer that well last week against Miami and Burrow gets the ball out quickly. This should be a shootout with both quarterbacks having big days. In the end, I think it's Allen and the Bills who will win it in the 4th quarter. The 49ers beat the Cowboys at their place in last year's playoffs, so this will be a chance for the Cowboys to even things up. Dallas beat Tampa Bay on Monday night, so this is another road game on a short week, which will challenge them. The 49ers will actually have an extra day of rest since they played last Saturday. But the Cowboys seem to find their offense against the Bucs, especially Dak Prescott. The 49ers have a better defense than Tampa Bay, but the Dallas offense will be able to move the ball. For the 49ers, it will come down to Brock Purdy against the Dallas pressure. Purdy has been outstanding since taking over as the starter with 5 games left in the regular season. He played well in beating the Seahawks last week, but this will be the best defense he has faced. The Dallas pass rush can be disruptive, which I think happens here. Prescott will get the better of it between the 2 quarterbacks in this one as Dallas pulls off the upset.